Bishop Verot is committed to being on the cutting edge of technology. We are currently a one-to-one iPad school providing access to more than 80,000 apps designed specifically for the iPad. The University of California Irvine Medical School reports iPad-equipped medical students scored 23% higher than previous unequipped classes. And in a study done by Houghton Mifflin Harcourt, students using iPads saw math test scores go up by 20% in 1 year compared to students using traditional textbooks.
There's also a lot of features and functions on an iPad that you're not going to get on a laptop. Some of those include the ability to write on the screen, so that opens up a lot more creative processes versus just word processing, which you typically see on laptops.
Even our media center has been completely redesigned with students and collaboration in mind.
We were discussing best practices and the way kids are learning these days, and we realized that collaboration was the way to go. We took a look at our current library and saw that it was not a place for collaboration. It was a place for kids to be quiet. It was a place for kids to sit at hard tables and not talk. And we realized that this real estate was not the best learning environment for our kids.
Because of our advanced technology, it's not uncommon to see students around campus exploring their subjects by using various forms of media. With our iPads, they aren't just consumers of information, they are composers. A tradition of strong academic achievement is present at Bishop Verot. This is evident through our yearly graduation rate that is near or at 100%. We have a variety of programs to meet your students' needs, from general curriculum, honors, AP, or our Scholars Academy. Scholars Academy is an invitation-only program with a stringent set of criteria for admission. It begins with an advanced curriculum that challenges students academically and culminates in the creation of a thesis project. Let's take a look at how Bishop Verot stacks up academically. When comparing ACT scores, Bishop Verot outscored the state by nearly 5.5 points, and the national scores by more than 4 points. On the reading and writing section of the SAT, Bishop Verot outscored the national average by almost 50 points, and the state of Florida by 67 points. Now to math. Bishop Verot earned a 574. That beats the national average by more than 40 points, and we are 77 points higher than the state of Florida. In the last 5 years, our graduates were offered more than $48.5 million in scholarship money. Bishop Verot currently has students attending Notre Dame, Duke, Cornell, Boston College, the U.S. Naval Academy, the University of Florida, The Ohio State University, University of Michigan, and Harvard, just to name a few. At Bishop Verot, we aim to hire the best of the best to teach our students and meet their unique needs. Of our 51 teachers, more than half hold advanced degrees, and all of our faculty has been recognized as Apple teachers. While other schools are battling the issues of testing and Common Core, the mission at Bishop Verot is simple and unwavering: mastery of a subject. We are not teaching to tests. Our school provides the freedom to explore aspects of the world not found in state-mandated lesson plans. In fact, all of our teachers are leading the way in project-based learning.
The big difference between the project-based learning is that the project becomes more of the central focus of it, as opposed to, okay, we learned all this material and then we do a project at the end. Doing the project is how the kids learn the material.
Currently, we are working on a school-wide project called aquaponics.
Every class should somehow be involved in aquaponics. Everybody's going to at least do some of the research. Some classes are trying to write grants to pay for it. Some classes are going to be involved in making flyers to advertise it during our open house. But the idea of teaching kids about where food comes from and growing food locally and growing food with less water, because water is going to become a big issue.
We also have the advantage of smaller class sizes. Plus, all of our teachers hold tutorials 4 days a week.
By far, the biggest advantage is the small class size and the individual attention that we're able to provide the students. Just by the makeup of Bishop Verot, we have 60 minutes a day that the teachers are in their classrooms there to help the students individually or in small groups.
We also have options for students who have more specific requirements to perform their best.
Many people do not realize that here at Bishop Verot we have a learning services department. Our job is to assess and to develop programs that will help those students be as successful in our very rigorous curriculum here. We have many students who just need a little extra help one way or another, and maybe a little extra time on a test, or maybe they need to write on a test.
At Bishop Verot, we have a very strong commitment to faith and service.
We have several wonderful retreats here at Bishop Verot High School. We have a freshman retreat where students that are newly registered for the school will come in, usually the first month of school, and have this wonderful opportunity to work with upperclassmen that volunteer their time.
Freshman retreat is when we all come together with the freshmen and connect with them and bring them into our family at Verot so that they feel more comfortable and more set for the year.
The number one goal is to get the freshmen integrated into the school, get them comfortable not only with us but also with the faculty members here, the places on campus, as well as with God. They do service activities together, then we go on scavenger hunts, we go into our small groups and have icebreakers there, and all around just bond with everyone, as well as bond through Mass and candlelight services.
We have students here of all different faith backgrounds or even no faith backgrounds. So wherever you are on your journey of faith, we welcome you. We are proud of our Catholic faith and tradition. However, we are welcoming to all backgrounds. There's so much love and commitment here for all of our students that we just want each student to be given the opportunity to do their very best and to shine in this wonderful community.
We recently started a new house system to provide more leadership and community building opportunities at Verot.
We felt that at Bishop Verot we wanted to make sure that we're developing more leadership opportunities, but also developing leaders for their next stage of life. So we developed 6 communities that are named after saints. Within each community there are 8 houses, which gives us right about 116 leaders that are working each and every single week to build plans and activities to get the students to build more community, but on top of that, building their own leadership skills at the same time. Within each house, we have 3 to 4 freshmen, 3 to 4 sophomores, 3 to 4 juniors, and 3 to 4 seniors, which allows the students to be able to collaborate, to communicate, and get a sense of each other. Today, we have teenagers who they need to be able to confide, they need to be able to talk to, they need to be able to rely on, they need to be able to depend on somebody at the school more than just an administrator, more than just a dean, more than just a guidance counselor, more than just a school nurse. We wanted students to be able to branch out and interact with faculty and staff members that they maybe would never even talk to one time if they didn't have them in class.
Bishop Verot has a legacy of producing some of the finest athletes in Lee County. In 2016, our softball team was the first Lee County school to ever win a state title. And our baseball team has won 2 state championships and been runner-up 4 times. Every year, a number of students go on to play collegiate athletics. We have dozens of alumni competing at colleges and universities across the nation. In addition to our great athletics, we also have many exciting activities for students to enjoy. From our advanced technology, impressive academics and test scores, the freedom to engage in project-based learning, to our tradition of faith and amazing athletics and activities, we hope you see why Bishop Verot is a top choice for many families when it comes to education, and hope you too will apply to become part of our family.